Hey guys, welcome back to the Interceptor. Today we are here with another Alliance War video, and I swear I am trying my best to catch up. My Elgato hates me. This is currently the third attempt on this video, which means I've spent about 30 minutes recording, about an hour waiting for these videos to render just to discover that they have been corrupted or the quality is bad. The first time, recorded with a face cam, the audio was perfect, and the video got messed up on my face cam, so it looked like I was like 10 seconds behind talking the entire time, which is ridiculous. That happens so rarely. And then the second time, it just never loaded. Never. And I gave it a day. I gave it 2 days, and it never loaded. So I'm going to try it again. I forgot to record myself joining war here. So this is... yeah, you're just going to see from the start of my fights, but obviously you can see my team. D69 matched up against S17A. I believe they actually ended in Plat 2, like a really high Plat 2 or a really low Plat 1. They weren't like one of the lowest alliances we matched. But, yeah, so I have the team of Doom, Warlock, and Magik today, and I am taking some Magik fights on the boss island that I'm looking forward to. So first up, we have this Venom on Path 3, Section 1 with Dr. Doom. Very straightforward fight. Now, in the last video, I had the worst RNG possible. And I just got insanely bad luck on the Unstoppables. And I don't actually get that bad luck in these fights. There is going to be one fight I remember later in the season that my luck was just insanely bad. But no, it's actually half decent here. So, we are, Venom. This node has the Hurt Locker, I think it's called, and it also has Power Focus 2, I'm pretty sure. So the Doom cycle is a little awkward, like he should have been at an L3 there, and I should have gotten to my L2. But I'm just going to throw off my L2 because I knew it kills there. Very, very easy fight. That's kind of a bad placement for Venom, if I'm being honest. It doesn't really force the Doom. To be honest, anyone can take that fight. And here I'm just going to throw on Suicides for the rest of the war. Although this was while the Masteries were free. I believe this was the last war while Masteries were free. So I am going to be changing it up pretty much every single fight. But other than that right there, I cut out all of the Mastery changes. I thought that was really easy. I was only adding in 7 points that it didn't really need to cut that out. I just kind of clipped it together and then sped up that part of it. So next we have a rank 3 6-star Kingpin on the Power Snack node. This is a pretty straight up fight for Warlock. Obviously he's going to eat your armor up at the beginning of the fight. But you'll notice right there I'm not going to counter the L1 because I had to wait for the Power Snack timer to end. That way I could have my Dexterity activated before my armor up activated it. So that way I can keep my armor up and I can prevent most future activations. But this is just a pretty straightforward fight. I already knew this person had willpower. I do have a white Magneto pre-fight on this fight, which is very clutch, or I would have just block baited out heavies or reparried, something like that. But unfortunately in this fight, the Power Snack timer and the Unstoppable Armor timer are going to sync up. Not sync up, but like they're going to take up the same icon, so I'm not going to know which is which. I think that actually does end up messing me up, and I believe I take a combo to the face pretty soon because of it. But I'm doing pretty well. He gets like no power from backup recovery except for right at the end when all of his debuffs just happen to get removed at a very unlucky time for me. But yeah, this is just a really easy fight. I hit a nice intercept there. Unfortunately, I dex there, but luckily he does not go unstoppable. I could have thrown the L2 right there, and I probably should have. But I'm going to throw it right here. It's going to line up pretty nicely right before the end of it. His unstoppable is going to activate, or rather, the armor up. And I guess I just missed my dash back. I wasn't trying to parry him there. I was just trying to dash out of the way. So one very small mistake. But I had invulnerability on. I probably wouldn't have died anyways even if I didn't have the invul on. But actually right here, I was not supposed to be able to take these fights on these boosts because I was told that after I take down Power Snack, I'm to sit around and wait for Mixmaster to come down, and then I am to move to the mini-boss on the right. So I said, okay, I will sit there and I will move for you. So what I did is, at this point I had stopped recording because I didn't think I had any more fights left at that point on these boosts. I'm like, okay, I did that, and then as soon as Mixmaster came up, I was literally sitting there clicking the button. I clicked on the node, and then I clicked over to the right as fast as I possibly could. Someone else beat me to it, even despite me being the one instructed. I don't know why, but they decided to move first, used up their energy, and what I was trying to do is I was trying to help them finish their Section 2 on the same boost as Section 1, but both of us in the war ended up using 2 sets of boosts, so it didn't actually end up affecting anything because I had to reboost for the boss island anyways. But you'll see there, for that magic fight against Purgatory on, Spite Rise to Power, I believe are the nodes, I didn't even turn off full suicides with Magik because I knew how fast and easy of a fight it would be. It's a diversity placement. So yeah, I didn't even swap them off. But one thing that was pretty nice is that this right here, this is my last Warlock fight. So I am actually going to be able to get off my last Warlock fight while I have tech boost. So it kind of did work out for me. Unfortunately, Iceman is an unstoppable armor defender, but this guy does have willpower on, so when I throw my L2s, I'm going to power drain him. But if I had taken these fights later on, I would have used Mystic Boost, because all of my fights on the boss island, I'm pretty sure, are with Magik. Or maybe I have one Doom fight then. No, I was supposed to have one Doom fight, then 2 Magik fights, but something got messed up, which I will explain. And yeah, I would have had Mystic Boost on for Purgatory and my 2 minis. So that was all the fights for now. I could have done this Doctor Doom with my eyes closed. That would have been the world's... Doc Ock with Doctor Doom would have been the world's easiest fight. Right here, I'm going to pause it. As you can see, someone actually took the mini on the left and then moved up to the next fight. That mini was a Super Scroll. I believe the node's 47, 48, 49, 50... 49. No, that's 48. Because it's 49, Ultron's 50, the node, Nova's 52, Sasquatch 53, Annihilus 55, and then the top 2 are 51 and 54. Okay. Yeah, so there was a Super Scroll on that node, and I was assigned the fight with Doom. I'm like, I don't love the counter, but I know how safe the matchup of Doom versus Super Scroll is, and it did have the node where when you nullify, you remove power. So my idea was, I'm just going to turn on 5 out of 5 MD and I'm just going to throw my L2s. I know he's Incinerate immune. It's not going to do a ton of damage. I'll probably get him down in like a minute 40, which is a little slow for a Doom fight. But I was perfectly content with that. One of our guys had an Archangel and he was confident in going into the fight. And he went into the fight and he actually died, which was a little unfortunate. Not going to end up affecting the end of this war, but, you know, he just took a fight that was assigned to me and died, but it's really not that big of a deal. I was supposed to have the entire left side mini-boss, but now mini-bosses, and now I just have these 2, both with Magik. And we're going to boost up here just for these 2 fights. It's Mangog on... What's the node where they remove a debuff and they get power? I forget. And then there's also Prowess Puncture on this node, which doesn't really matter. I mean, it matters for block damage, but all of my blocked hits are going to be while I have Limbo. Almost all. Like, probably 80% of the hits in this fight, they take on the block. Conflictor, that's what I was thinking of. Now, on paper, Magik versus Conflictor doesn't actually sound like the greatest thing. It's actually way better than it sounds. It's quite a good matchup, actually. So he does actually throw his L1 there, and I have to be careful to throw my L2 before that prowess expires, or I would have been sent to an L3. And while he is going to be shrugging off my power lock a lot, one, he has debuffs to fuel my power, and two, I have Mystic Boost, so I'm always going to be getting a lot of power back. So as you can see, he's under half health, and I'm above 90% health at this point. And I'm like, okay, this is going to be insanely easy. So I'm doing medium, light, medium combos this entire fight. Right there, I thought that I hit the initial parry. I actually did, but it turns out he was stun immune from the global at that time. Just really bad timing. And then there, I thought I was at an L2. I was at an L3, so I'm going to throw that. I think he has 2 buffs up right now, so I'm going to get a little attack increase for this special 3. But, yeah, so right there, I'm going to just back off because I knew he had a chance to go unstoppable. But I was never in any danger in this fight. I power locked him right there, throw another L2, and he's dead. Barely over a minute. This was before the timers became 5.5 minutes like it is right now. We don't know why, because we still have not gotten an official response from Kabam as to why they changed the timers, but they did. And I knew with how fast that fight was that my L1 boost would still be going, but I think I do check it here. No, I don't. I just go straight in. But yeah, I knew that fight was just barely over a minute. And I actually took this same exact Sorcerer Supreme last war. So this is literally a copy and paste fight from last war. Half suicides like you always use with Magik, unless or otherwise her damage can be a little bit sad. But yeah, she does really well. I'd argue that besides Quake, Magik is the second best 5-star champion in the game. I do believe that. And I mean champion's not available as a 6-star. Sweet. Yeah, very, very straightforward fight. I don't really have anything to say, to be honest, about the Sorcerer Supreme. It's obvious why it's placed here. And back when SP1 boosts were not readily available as they are now, before they changed the store, this might have been a problem, because sometimes you said like an Archangel and just hope you can kill it fast enough. Although I have seen people take this fight without SP1 boost with Magik, and it's definitely very doable. It might have been better then, but there's really no point to that placement now. And that's the end of my war. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fights. I was assigned 7. And that's going to be the end of that war. We did win the war by 5 deaths. I don't remember exactly what the score was. My death total is still at 1 at this point, and my PSR is at 46 out of 47, which is 98%. And my deathless streak is up to 32. So that is going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.